YouTube, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Prince Samaj, Rich Samaj. Either way it goes, I'm still Samaj. It's hump day. It's Wednesday, October. Let me see what the date is, y'all. It's October 22nd, 2025. Let's thank the Most High just for being alive. I'm feeling good, y'all. They done freed Hood Rich Pablo 1. I know he finna drop them bangers. But anyway, y'all, I had something on my chest this morning. It's only right that I go ahead and get it off my mind. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. So let's jump into it, y'all. Pay very close attention to who you allow your kids to be around. Pay close attention to who you allow your kids to be around. This morning, as I'm getting ready to take my lady to work, as I'm locking the front door to get ready to get in the car, a young lady, and I'm assuming she went to school with my daughter last year, which was elementary, because now this year my daughter is in middle school. She said, "Hey, is such and such around?" I said, "No, she's in school." She said, "Can you tell her I said hey?" I said, "Yeah." A few minutes later, y'all, I had to go back inside of the house real quick to grab something. As I'm opening the door again, the child asks me, "Is she in middle school?" I said, "Yeah." And then the child asked me again. She said, "What middle school is she at?" I said, "I can't tell you that." And I went inside of the house, y'all. The reason why I'm saying all of this is because last year the school that my daughter went to, there were certain kids there who I know for a fact wasn't being properly raised correct at home. And I mean that by saying they had some ghetto-ass parents, a ghetto-ass way of living, and those mannerisms definitely was shown through that child or those kids that my daughter went to school with last year. Not all of them, but some of them. And this particular child this morning who asked about my daughter was one of those kids who I know isn't being properly raised right. Last year, my daughter was around certain kids who could be a bad influence on her. And we not having that shit, y'all. Pay close attention to who you allow your kids to be around. Pay close attention to what you allow your kids to have access to when it comes to these phones, these electronic devices, because we living in a time now, y'all, where social media is raising the majority of these kids. A lot of these parents, whether they have time to or they don't have time to, a lot of these parents are not actually paying close attention to what these kids are being involved around. And that later on can cause some terrible situations amongst that child and how that child is coming up. Pay very close attention to who you allow your kids to be around. Because who you hang around can and will influence you, whether that's positive or negative. And in my daughter's case, those certain kids that she was around last year was a negative influence on her. And I can't have that. I'm not gonna hold y'all long, but that was on my chest this morning, and I had to get it off my mind. But parents, all the parents out there, y'all, we gotta be more active in what our kids are doing. When they're around us, when they're not around us, and who they around. We have to pay very close attention to who we allow our kids around. And that's real shit, y'all. It starts at home. It starts at home. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I know a lot of parents can relate to this. And don't think that I'm bashing any parents, because as I'm speaking to y'all, I'm speaking to myself. We gotta do better as a whole, as a culture, as a community, from state to state, city to city, town to town. It's your boy Prince Samaj, Rich Samaj. Either way it goes, I'm still Samaj. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and please pay close attention to who you allow your kids to be around. Peace.